Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 22 of Mad Max. I think we must be pretty close to the end. It's been a few days since our last episode because we hit a home stretch sequence in 13 Sentinels, and it sort of felt like there was a lot of momentum to wrap that up. Also, my sense was that, again, we were...
It's a great run!
Hold on.
Our deal with Crow Dazzle is honored. Let's go recruit our fighter. Saint, get into the gas town race.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that that is what we're going to do today. I mean, I do want to do some of this, but where do we go to recruit Tenderloin? We go up there. Okay, well, actually works out super well. Let's hit this intel encounter. We see if something else up there. We'll do it. As far as I know, we're good. You spend a few days away and you're sort of like, what, was there something else that I wanted to attend to? But I don't think so. I feel like last time we probably ran a little bit light on time.
Favor of the gods. You can always do a death run. Crow Dazzle's not far.
Boy, Chumbucket, he's really into the whole death run of it. Yeah, we're recording this early on a Saturday. What is this, like the second week of October 2021? I have to say that if I had my druthers, this would probably be the first episode of, well, gosh, the last 2 years, I'd want to say, that I would be on allergy medication. But it turned out, and like, there's no explanation for this. Neither of us knows, like I vividly remember having allergy medication. I didn't take any at all last year. For whatever reason, it was just a very, very, like, didn't really come up. And today was like, okay, this feels like an opportunity and cannot find the meds anywhere. So after this stream, we'll probably go rectify that. But we've got some time before then, and I figured this was a good opportunity to get in and get some Mad Maxing done. All right, let me just have a chat with this person. I suspect he's going to say congratulations on already doing the thing that I was going to tell you about.
Hard to get parts in the engine bay.
Oh, I think Pink's gonna be real happy. We can't really feel the weight of Dead Lord Scrotus's terror anymore. Not so much, anyway.
Did we just lose connection? Nope, looks like it's still going. Sorry, everybody. We got a little bit of a blink here, and it seemed like maybe it went out, but checking it looks like it's fine. Okay. Yeah, that was it. I mean, I don't know of anything else that I really wanted to do. I don't know, but I feel like Tenderloin and this race is leaning into what is the end game. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see a lot of other things that I care about doing. Like, you might look at this and say, oh, all this scrap, all this scrap. What do I need scrap for? Like, the history relic might be cool, but yeah. No, let's go get, what's her face? Tenderloin. Now, as I recall, Tenderloin was spaced out on hookah juice or some darn thing. Hello to Dr. Teflon. Teflon, I hope that you're having a great Saturday. I also hope that you're into it for
Enemies on the horizon.
for a 3-day weekend. At least here in the United States, a bunch of us are. I am certainly happy for the day off. It has been a heck of a week. I say, part of me really wants to get like a tankier car. Like I want to unlock some of the higher tier cars. Well, some of the later cars, I guess what I mean to say is some of the cars that I can't build yet because I still don't have the parts for them, which is one of the last lingering things that makes me think that maybe there's more story than I'm expecting, because there's a whole tier of engine upgrades that we can't access at all. Oh, Teflon says not in Brazil, no 3-day weekend. Well, hopefully your weekend goes well nonetheless. Hopefully we can provide some fun times here on a Saturday. Oh boy. Oh, what I was going to say, though, is that I actually really like this car. This specific car that we're driving right now, it is fast. It handles really well. You'll notice that I crash into things at least somewhat less frequently than I have in some of the other cars with the less precise turning and less traction. So a lot of my brain space has been like, oh, I can't wait to get like a really big car, like a really big tough car that I can really like bully the enemies around in. And as I've driven this more and more, I'm not so sure I'm so enthusiastic about it anymore. Like I really like this car. All right, let's go talk with Tenderloin. We'll see if she's cleaned up her act the way that she had said that she was going to. Nope. Still just moldering on this mattress.
Your
debt is paid.
Man of your word. No, give a girl a moment to clear her head. I've been fuming for days.
I honestly do not know what this woman is bringing to the table. Tenderloin is on board, and I'm ready to enter the Gastown race. If I play this right, the big chief will soon be mine. I think that's the engine. I might be wrong. Oh, Gutgash has a new mission. And in fact, because we've cleared out the map, and there's just not a lot of, like, random encounters to be had, we might just fast travel to Gutgash. This is where Deep Frya hangs out. Where's Gutgash's whole thing? Down here. Yeah. Why drive this at this point if we can fast travel to it?
Guy built that sailing car. Did you tell him the waters will come back?
He is probably directly above me. The bosses at each of these strongholds like to be up high so they can see everything that's going on. Also, that's where the marker is. Just now noticing.
Your deeds here have prepared us for what's ahead. And in the nick of time, war boys have been sighted, prepping most likely for an assault on our beloved ship. The standoff is upon us. If you help, we might stand a fighting chance.
War boys are preparing a convoy of explosive trucks to assault Gutgash's stronghold. Like, I have some investment here, but Gutgash, I'm not sure why I care, because I've got a lot of investments out there at the other strongholds. Take out the convoy before it storms the stronghold gate. Unlock the 2-up bump bars ramming grill upgrade. Okay, now I know why I care. That's not the right way. So, since our last stream, a whole bunch of new games came out, like Battlefield 2042, or maybe that's early access. Far Cry 6 came out. Metroid Dread. I honestly didn't know Metroid Dread was so close, or that it was a 2D style, like a traditional style Metroid game. Wait, what? We're doing this though, right? Stop the convoy attack. Oh, is the convoy already inside the walls? Because that sounds like its own problem.
Day the big Crawdad comes back, he'll grant you gifts from his benevolent
Okay.
cause, Wanderer.
Whoops. Yeah, guys, for some reason I thought that the convoy mission of stopping the exploding trucks that were approaching the stronghold would take place outside the stronghold walls. Maybe there's like a howitzer over here or something that I'm shooting at them. Hello.
There's a convoy coming. Fuel truck is the lead car. 2 more dust clouds beyond it. Figure they fixing to blow up our gate.
You'll need to pack a punch to deal with those fuel trucks. I've told Hunchback Little Camp Carburetor he can use whatever he needs to put together that massive demolition drill he's been buying. Assist is yours to keep.
Heard you closed a hole in the Great War. You shall fight Scrotus.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get downstairs, and also just like 5% trying to piece together I thought the ramming grill upgrade was going to be the reward for succeeding, but I guess they're going to give it to me right now. Like, I could equip it now. Sure, I'll do that. And Teflon says that he'll probably spend most of the weekend playing some stuff that was sent to me. Interesting. Like, what was... Like, part of me is like, oh, why were things sent? But probably less interesting than... That question would be less interesting than what has been sent and what are you most looking forward to?
Let us smite the heathen warmongers.
All right. We might as well go with our Thunderpoon here. It's a fuel truck. I feel like it's going to be vulnerable to getting blown up.
Come on, unholy horde.
Yeah, there we go. Did they, they just gave up, huh? I blew up their friend, and now what, they're sad about it? Why have they stopped moving? Okay. No, he's still in there, look. You can see him in the driver's seat. All right. Sir, would you like to come out and have a chat? Now, can I shoot him? Okay. Threat neutralized. I did it. Oh, and so I do see now that the mission is up here. That was weird, wasn't it? The AI's never bugged out like that, where they just sort of give up. Oh, my fuel truck got blown up. Well, I guess I'm not going to get paid, so I'll just park here while this guy hatches me to death. Hello to Joe Highlander. And Teflon says, that I can say because Embargo's been listed, Book of Travels is coming to early access, and Vargas, the Riven Realms. I have not heard of either. And also hello to Caroluna. Teflon, I hope that those are at least interesting. Like, good is one thing, but interesting can be its own value, right? Yeah, see, these guys take it personally when I kill their friend. Oh, I did it. The assault was stopped. Wow, that was a lightweight... that was a lightweight thing. And, like, part of me would think, wait a second, wait, was I supposed to do this earlier in the game when I didn't have level 9 Thunderpoons that could just... Oops, no, get that guy. They could just obliterate these guys? And no, this just unlocked. Okay, well, that mission's done, and yeah, we sure did. Come on, get out. All right, is everybody dead? Now, again, if you're looking at this and coming in at this point, it's like, whoa, why don't you blow up those cars? Because they're worth scrap. They're worth like 3 scrap, and I've got thousands of scrap. Yeah, I've not heard of either of those games, Teflon, but I have to say that we just wrapped up our playthrough of... Oh, wait, here's something. Talk to the Legend Encounter. We just wrapped up our playthrough of 13 Sentinels, and the tweet that we did after that was just acknowledging that if it wasn't for a professional game critic... and in my memory, I actually hadn't seen the review until Kim Wallace drew attention to it, but I wasn't able to find the actual tweet that I think that she sent. So Joe Juba over at Game Informer was the one that had reviewed 13 Sentinels, and if not for him, I never would have heard about it. I never, ever, ever would have known about that game, gotten it, or played it through. So, just because I haven't heard of a game doesn't speak to its quality, just maybe its amount of marketing.
Yes. Water.
Carolina is 45 minutes into that last VOD of 13 Sentinels. And don't worry, anybody that doesn't want spoilers for that. We are not going to be talking about the story or anything like that. We're very careful about different spoilers. It did occur to me that there was one, as will always be the case for as long as we're streamers, there was at least one thing that I wanted to talk about in the finale and just forgot because we were going over all of the other stuff.
Hold fire. Please, killer. Please aid us. Your skill's known far and wide. Your winnings in Gastown, a legend. You recall what they tried on Gutgash? They tried to kablooey the whole ship up. Now, they plan on more attacks like this. Help us, killer, to find these powder carts and destroy them.
And by the way, Teflon is saying Book of Travels is quite unique. I'll read this in just a second. It's a tiny MMO. This is Book of Travels. A tiny MMO, 7 players per server, with a lot of emphasis on role-playing. Vargas is amazing if you want to play a game that has more writing than Planescape Torment. Is it good writing? Are we talking about, like, Legacy of Kain, Reaver? What was it? Blood Reaver? Ghost Reaver? Spirit Reaver? What was the name of that one? Like, people really talk well about the writing in that game. Or is it like, I don't know, like Bayonetta writing, where Dr. Teflon is saying very, very good writing. Destroy all of the rigged trucks across the Great White to stop the penning attacks. But see, the reward here is a Griffa token. Uh-oh. Okay, I was already parked in that spot. Well, I mean, great. I guess I have to move his car now. I guarantee you the inside of this does not smell very good. All right. So this is going to be one of those things where I guess if the powder car mission is fun, then I will do it, and it is much more likely that I'm not going to do it because the reward at this stage in the game is incredibly slender. I appreciate the fact that they have added multiple different vectors to get Griffa tokens. However, I am maxed out on Griffa tokens. They don't do anything for me. They are itchy and scratchy bucks at this point. Like, maybe every Griffa token that you get automatically raises you another Wasteland level, but I am also maxed out there. And that's just me trying to think of an alternate reward for me to be interested in them. So it's not a criticism, it's just our dedication, or my dedication, to doing so much of the game prior to this point gives this a very limited reward threshold. Yeah, the one thing that I wanted to say about 13 Sentinels is something that could potentially be covered without any spoilers at all, because it goes exclusively to the topic of character design, and I would only need to name, by name, a single character, and only, you know, it wouldn't have anything to do with any of the other characters. Like, it feels like it would be something that could be done pretty cleanly without fear of any spoilery. Okay, so now what? I just let's just thunderpoon this because I have more of these than I have shotgun shells.
Praise me, that's the way we fight.
Yeah, that's it. I'll tell you what, if I come across those, I will advance that mission, but otherwise, I'm going to progress with the story. Hello to Force! Oh boy, hold on, there's multiple things in chat. Hold on 1 second. Let me jimmy this open. Boy, remember when I didn't know that Jimmy Bar, I thought it was something I had to find. I didn't realize that I could just open up the menu and upgrade it with some scrap. Teflon says pretty much the devs played a lot of D&D and created their own world out of it over the course of 20 years. It doesn't rule... maybe use D&D rules at all. It's set in a post-apocalyptic world with its own twist. This is Vargas? It does sound very interesting, Teflon. You're doing a good job of selling this. Doesn't use D&D rules. That's what it was. You're the owner of a trade caravan. You visit towns, trade resources, and go on quests. Teflon, that sounds really good. Is it like, how is it presented? Is it a text adventure? Is it, well, see, now I want to go look at these. What's this? And help out with a specific task. But why? Like, why? I feel like in this moment, I feel like I'm like, you know, I'm just going to speed towards the end. But what is the potential benefit to doing this? Like the benefit for doing these is a Griffith token that I don't need. The benefit for doing this is scrap that I don't need. The game gives you different vectors to succeed. Why follow all of them if we've already succeeded? So I think I'm just going to go up to Gastown. I mean, I might as well stop by these locations, right? But then again, why even do that? Because I'm just fast travel. I'm just going to fast travel. Force was offering me some Griffin tokens. I would take Griffin tokens for sure. I like Griffins. They're one of my favorite non-existent animals, but are tough, to make sure that Max and the Magnum Opus are well equipped and upgraded before entering. Yeah, I mean, like, if there was a water thing here, I would probably take that, just because I'm not full up on lives, but I'm good. So, let's go do the Gastown races. Also, Force is saying I woke up and the cats were still here. They didn't leave and get jobs while I was asleep. Freeloaders. Talk to this guy real quick.
Excellent. Tonight, we race!
Oh, so many screenshots I want to have right now.
Showtime. Come on.
But again, it's not the camera shaking. There's a hitchiness to this cutscene. It's very particular to this game.
Gastowners, wastelanders, lowly specks, and
Ugh.
big wigs alike. Behold, what treasure is bestowed upon us from above! Witness and tremble before the big chief! Plus, a fresh and delish fixin' for our piping hot mixin'. The teasing, the pleasing, the concubine! Oh! And yet, all these riches still have but one keeper. Our beloved champion, Stag
It's like every half second, the frame rate stops for a second. It's actually difficult for me to look at. Never happens during gameplay.
But alas, a champion's fortune and his life can be fleeting. But tonight, there shall be a reckoning. For your benefit and his own, a daring warrior has issued a challenge. He vowed to snatch the crown, the car, and the concubine from our champion. I give you Mighty Boy! It is time to let the people know, and the blood flow!
Thanks, he rides big, and that cart has fight.
What we got?
Got the old thunder tip claws, big hunk of ammo. Don't lie.
That gotta be enough.
Filthy, you just pick the target, real boy.
I have a feeling I'm just going to murder everybody between here and the front. Because why wouldn't I? And now, by the way, frame rate is perfect. I do not know what it is about the... Oops. About the cutscenes in this game. It's only ever in the cutscenes, and it doesn't happen all the time. It might be... No, we didn't even alt-tab out when we started the game. I always thought that maybe it was caused by alt-tabbing out a little bit early. And, no. Also, Forrest is enjoying the 5 a.m. kitty choir. Okay, that was annoying. Hold on. Okay. This is apparently not a location for Nitro. Okay. Also, Teflon had answered the question that it's mostly a visual novel until you get into the combat encounters, at which point Vargas has some, like, a turn-based combat system going, which doesn't sound terribly dissimilar from 13 Sentinels. Okay, that's not great. Okay. So basically the nature of the Gastown races is they... Yep, no, that's... Hold on. Oh, you just died. Yuck. Okay. So I got to be a lot more careful. So Forrest is also saying, imagine how dirty everybody is. This world is so cool. It really is. Like, when you're in a location or a scene where they put effort into their level design, I continue to feel, or their world design, their backdrop, their setting, I do like the fact that you're living in a world of basically combustible fuels, rusted metals, and apocalyptic storms. And yet the different locations feel unique. They feel memorable. It would be easy to accidentally just have a world, like a lazier developer would just have a world of sand and wreckage. And this is, they put a lot more thought than that into it.
What we got?
Got the alternative core, big honker ammo, no mask.
That gonna be enough.
Unfortunately, I cannot skip this dialogue. Forrest is also saying that she's watched 2+ hours of this game, and that was the first time that she's ever seen a cutscene. That is the nature of the open world games. Yeah, and that's why, like, in whatever summation this game gets at the end, the cutscene jankiness is not going to factor, like, it's going to be brought up, but not in a way that's like, oh, this is a huge knock against the game. The cutscenes and the story simply are not the focus of a game like this. And it doesn't feel appropriate to... Okay. It doesn't feel appropriate to spend a lot of energy critiquing the game for something that is like 1% of the overall experience. I'm trying to stay on the road, not hit the walls. You know, basic racing game stuff right now. Yeah, we'll just skip the mines altogether. Thank you very much. Oh, Chum Bucket isn't here at all. It just, I just sort of thought that, what's-her-face, Tenderloin was in the passenger seat. Oh. I think if we can find a way to focus on the lead car, and just basically ignore almost everything else, that's our best bet. I mean, not that we're not going to touch anything else, because why not clear out the obstructions? I will say this. I do not know what Tenderloin is bringing to the table that Chum Bucket couldn't have done better. Oh, you know what? I take it back. She has infinite Thunderpoons. She's back there manufacturing them from trash that she picks out of the sky as we drive by explosions. Okay, don't hit the mines. Yeah, hitting the wall at this point, better than hitting the mines. It slows me down, but I'm not dead. And I feel like I have a good opportunity to catch up with this dude. Okay, no thanks. Okay, that was just me pressing the wrong direction. My car is in bad shape, and I'm probably gonna lose this again, so... I am thinking that maybe okay, that's... I totally lost control of the camera there, which is weird. Even more, I suppose, if you're streaming for 2 to 3 hours at a time, 4+. Yeah, some of the episodes. Mad Max is a good game to get lost in. It does something that good open world games do. Oh, we're gonna have to sit through this dialogue again. And I might need to bow out, go get a more heavily armored car, something that can take more damage, even if it's not quite as fast. Azaric says, how goes the Saturday? Well, Azaric, we've come up against a mission that is as advertised, meaning they said this is going to be tough. It is tough. All right. I'm starting to think that maybe one of the plays is avoid taking damage at all costs. The enemies are going to respawn, but so do my weapons, so don't worry about it. Take your time. Like, when it gets to the point where I am losing because I run out of time, then we'll need to adjust what the strategy is. But maybe it's just kill the enemies as they respawn, and then take the shots when we can. Okay. Okay. Don't hit that if you can avoid it. Also, learning the track a little bit helps. I'm by no means any sort of, like, track expert at this, but I am getting a sense, like, oh, right, don't use the nitro during this sequence because there's too much. All right, now we've got, hopefully, some good shots. Come on. Okay, don't hit the mines. Just... Okay. But yeah, Force, I did see in Mia's stream last night that there was a whole bunch of stuff happening at work. And I'm trying to remember if, like, a supervisor had called out or whatever. I just hope things are going well. I know that it was a long journey to get this job. You were very excited about it, and my overall sense is that it feels good. Like you're happy with it all. I am a fan of his decision to light his own friends on fire. Shit. Oh no, if you want to stop, sir, if you want to stop, that's fine. No, stop lighting me on fire, though. I thought we had an understanding. Oh, I wasn't prepared for him to back up. Azaric and Force are saying hello to each other. Oh, Azaric, I did tweet back or whatever about the Shenmue animated series. I really like the animation style. Like, I like the way that it looks and the way that it's animated. The one fight scene that they chose to highlight at the end of the trailer, I'll be interested to see if that is representative of as good as the fights get. But overall, I am very supportive of anything that allows the Shenmue storyline to continue, because if anybody's not aware, like Shenmue, what was that, Azric, like 1999? I'm talking now in the year 2021, and there has been no resolution to that story, including Shenmue 3, that just came out, like, what, 15 years after the previous game, and they didn't feel like it was very important to offer some sort of a resolution to the story. So, yeah, if they want to take the opportunity with the Shenmue series to retell the story in a way that eventually brings it some sort of closure, like, you know, this is slated for the full 13 episodes or whatever balls, now I'm forgetting his name. Yu Suzuki? Is that the person's name? The creator of Shenmue? I think it is. Also, I am showing off all of my track savant skills that Force was just boasting that I definitely have. Okay. Yep, like I said, don't use nitro here. It just causes you to spin out because you can't take the turns. I honestly think every other time I've done this, I feel like this is the low point so far. So not a lot of rubber banding in the AI on this one. He pulls ahead and is like, cool, I'm out. I am by the way supportive of that. Racing games with aggressive rubber banding AI. And this is not a race. I know it's not even a racing game, but those wear thin for me very quickly, because or at least I get the sense that, nothing at all matters until the last 20 seconds of the race. The AI will always slow down so that you can catch up. It will always speed up so that it can catch up. So really all that matters is where you are and how you're positioned in the last few seconds of the race. Okay. I am about to get blown up again, so never give up, but this is not going to be our time. Nope. Sorry. I'm just going to hang... Let me just try not to hit all the mines that he just dropped. Iron Man 1 didn't end with some huge plot cliffhanger. Those came later in the MCU when they were warranted. But even then, every MCU story is self-contained. Like, yes, it has been increasingly true over the years that there's more to extract if you are thoroughly caught up with the other movies in the franchise. But you could sit down and watch any movie in the Marvel franchise and probably have a pretty good time. Infinity War, Endgame, yeah, those are very heavily steeped in the story so far, but that's not the rule. You know, you can go watch just Ant-Man. Oh, I really want to see Ant-Man, and that's the one that I want to see. Yeah, you can watch that, have a good time. You're going to see references maybe to some other stuff that you're not aware of, but those are references, not critical plot details. In Shenmue, it's like, hey, if you want to play Shenmue 3, boy howdy, I hope that you played Shenmue 1 and 2 or their HD remakes and did so frequently or recently, because Shenmue 3, as I understand, I've not played it myself, I should probably note that, Shenmue 3 is not concerned about catching you up. Son of a bitch! Yeah, you guys, I might need to switch vehicles. I'm concerned about doing that because the other vehicles don't handle as well, and as you can see, I'm not exactly getting a gold medal for staying on the track. but at least another vehicle would be more resilient. It was just sloppy. Another vehicle would be more resilient against the amount of damage that I'm still struggling to mitigate. Okay, I don't want to hit this guy. Okay, fine, dude, whatever. And I cannot instruct her to repair. You know what? I haven't tried. I probably should not take that as a given. Maybe she can repair just like Chum Bucket can. The bummer about the repairs is you have to stop, you know, while she climbs out. Chum Bucket would usually climb out on the hood or whatever. Okay, no, wait. Don't try to shoot this while you're going around a corner. Don't hit those. Hopefully people in chat understand that I might be a little bit... I might find it somewhat challenging to keep abreast of what's going on. No, like, son of a bitch! So I don't know. I do not know how to avoid the mines. If I try to stop... Yep, okay, that's... Okay, so let's see. Hey, can you repair this for me? Nope. No, there's no repair option. You can't get out because you're chained to it, so... It was worth a shot. I would have felt really dumb if that was a possibility and just didn't even give it a shot. So, how many more times do I want to try this? Because we did come really close once. There was one go on this where I had the, I got several hits in on the lead car, and I think one, maybe two more would have done it. So, is it time to abandon the mission, go try it with a different vehicle? Or should I give this a couple more tries and abandon my strategy of playing a little bit more conservatively, which is clearly not working? As we were saying, I'm interested to see where and what the animated Shenmue franchise will do for the series. Time will tell. And let me just scroll back a little bit, because Force had also shared some thoughts. So Force says of the supervisor, her mom was ill, so it was just harder yesterday. Got some overtime. I like the people in the company, just different than the research aspect that I'm used to. Thank you for asking. And then says, to be fair, I feel like Shenmue 1 was a crock. You should never write or create things with a sequel in mind. Sequels come after the work has earned it, and you fill in logical gaps that the original story left out for time or location. Right, like, again, I have not played Shenmue, but I have watched all the way through the Game Informer playthrough that Kyle Hilliard and Andrew Reiner did of Shenmue 1 and 2, and this might be a hot take from someone who hasn't played, but I feel like Shenmue 1 and 2 are deeply disrespectful of the player's time. They expect you to be at a certain point at a certain time. I guess Shenmue 2 did add the ability to, like, skip the clock to jump forward in the clock some. So this time, by the way, a lot more aggressive. Let's just try to focus on getting up. You know, damage be damned. Oh, God. Just the pit maneuver is working real well. It's when the wreckage happens to bounce right in your path and it greatly slows you down. Stop it. Okay. Okay, don't go into the jet. Turn, son of a bitch! It's the... When there's difference in elevations in the track, sometimes I'm losing traction without recognizing it because I'm looking so much further. Yep, that was a great moment of indecision. I'm looking down the track and not necessarily where I am relative to the ground. So I wind up spinning out or losing grip on the road more frequently than I expect. Come on. It's like trying to analyze what's going wrong. Is it just the car, or more likely, is there some failure in the strategy? And it's much more likely that that second thing is true. Also just a gap in skill. Like, I mean, it's very frustrating to get the target car in sight and then to get, like, rammed grill first against a wall and have to back up, and then the other guys come in, ram you as they go. Sure. Yeah, we'll just go straight through that. It's fine. When the car catches on fire, or when I drive through a bunch of fire, she has to take cover, and that prevents firing the Thunder Poon until basically the fire subsides. Okay. I have to say, I'm very glad that I decided to tackle this relatively early into the episode, because if this was 2 hours in, I'd really be feeling demoralized by it. But here I feel like we've got a bunch of time that we can spend to try to figure it out. God, we can see him in the background, but he's sort of outside boom range. And also, like, again, I was doing better earlier. What have I changed? Have I regressed in skill, or am I, like, making worse choices? Okay. Why is it saying wrong way? This is totally fair. Right now. Wrong way. What does that mean, wrong way? Okay. Huh. This is me feeling frustrated in the moment, because blasting wrong way on the screen when I'm driving towards the enemy, unless, like, did I get turned around in some way? Oh, the mist recharges your car. When I drove through that white mist, I got a bunch of car health back. Okay. That's important information. I saw the white mist. I thought that maybe it would just put you out if you were on fire, but it actually recharges your car health. Now I just have to remember where that is on the track and hit it. That changes everything. I mean, not everything. It doesn't change my ability to do this. Super helpful, the wrong way warning on the screen. It's not distracting at all. Yeah, I gotta memorize exactly where that healing mist is. Or win. I could also win. Gotta wait for her to recharge. Is that it? Did I do it? Because that'd be great if it cut to victory. Is this just a victory lap at this point? Because I'm gonna be real mad if I wind up getting got now. Come on. Don't fire so you see the whites of his headlights. Do I just go now? Look, like the timer's stopped. It's no longer warning me that I'm going the wrong way. I'm assuming at this moment I have to finish the lap. And this game can get fucked if it thinks that I'm gonna hurry and take unnecessary damage. Okay. Is this the start? Is this the start? You guys, did I miss a prompt of some kind? If this game bugged out, I am going to be very unhappy. Hold on. Oh, I can't pause at all. You guys, I think the game might have bugged out. Because I blew up the guy I was supposed to blow up, and now I'm just racing around the same track. Oh boy. Oh, I am feeling all sorts of things about this right now. Okay, so the next thing I have to do, I can't pause. Sir, can you kill me? Oh, wait, I'll just park under here. All right, let's give this, hey, Tenderloin. How do you like being well done? Oh, tell me the green bar down at the bottom right doesn't go down when you do this. What is this garbage? What? Okay, can I blow myself up with proximity explosions? Okay, come on. Nope, that's also not doing any damage. Carolina also has not seen anything obvious that I've missed. Let's see if we can find a mine. Here's what I'm concerned about. The mission has ended. I am actually invulnerable to damage, but also it's not progressing to like the next thing. So I'm looking for any sort of environmental hazard or enemy that can potentially cause some damage. Sir, also, was anybody here in chat thinking that the problem in this mission was going to be an insufficient amount of me dying? Could you please come back here and hurt me? No, my life bar is not budging all of a sudden. So, since I can't pause it, I can't quit out of the mission. I think I'm actually going to have to hard stop the game and then come back into it. So, yeah, I'm just desperately hoping for some sort of a mine or something. But I just went around the whole track and I didn't see any explosives. Okay. I'm gonna like Alt F4 the game and then come back in and see if we can rejoin. So hopefully this won't mess up the stream too badly. Just give me 1 second here. Come down here. Force quit Mad Max. Okay, we're out of the game. And let me come back in here. I'll close that. And we'll get it relaunched here. All of this stays in, by the way. Anytime that we've ever had like a bug or whatever, as long as the stream keeps going, it all makes it in, because we like to show off games. He was the one dropping the mines. Well, Carolina, I was thinking of like the like there'd be like these swinging mines that would come out, and I thought maybe one of those would be available that I could drive into to take some damage and be able to restart the mission that way. But it looks like they were all exhausted. All right, yep, game is capturing again. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can succeed again, and this time the game will allow it. I am generally understanding about, like, okay, so this one part bugged out, you reload it, you do it again, it's fine. It's, you know, we get a couple of those. It's not that big a deal. Okay, so I can pause, so that's better than I was off before. Azric says, I don't know if you touched on it already, and I don't want to bring a touch of concern to things, but did you see Tash? No, I didn't. Oh, no. Azric, I didn't see it. What's going on? Tashir's tweet today. No, I did not see that. I do also want to note that although I'm a little bit frustrated right now with my inability to progress, I'm mostly frustrated at me. Like, that may not come out when I'm sort of grumbling about, like, ramming into walls or the respawning enemies or the game bugging out, but honestly, I feel like I should be doing this better. Like, I know how to not hit those mines, and yet I hit them every time. Okay. Yeah, see, I'll take it, because hitting the wall there, I need to... Yep, hold on. Just back right the hell off. I do... Hold on, because this is important. This is more important than the game. To sum it up, Tashir's got something new and serious going on and is going to get diagnosed, but he's not doing well health-wise. Thank you for calling my attention, because I checked Twitter this morning before we jumped on. I'd like to know who's on and what the schedule is, and I didn't see that. Maybe it started after I checked, or maybe he posted after I checked. But thank you for letting me know so that I can send some sort of a response later on. But I have been very concerned about Tashir. Every weekend that comes around, I think about how much I enjoy watching Division Force when it's on, and maybe, just maybe, this will be the week that there's suddenly a return. So the fact that there's new concerns happening, I'm very sorry to hear that, and I'm very glad that you let me know. Also, wait. You guys, look down at the bottom left. There was no mini-map before. Tell me that I'm bugging out right now, but there was no mini-map showing off the racetrack the last time, like prior to the reload. Because I was looking down there and thinking, oh, it's interesting that there's no racetrack mini-map to know what to expect. Okay, not a problem. Okay. So I either need to find out where that healing mist was, or I'm gonna be dead very shortly. To break down this race, the time limit is extremely generous. Like 6 minutes is... There we go. Yeah, that gave me back, like... It felt like at least half, maybe slightly more of my car health. The only trouble is that I still didn't, like, really pay attention to at what point in the track that came up. Yeah, the time limit here is very generous, so I'm not even really paying attention to what it is. So just wait for those to go boom. Oh, and I still took massive damage from that. Fun. Okay. Explosion radius is somewhat larger than the graphic for it would suggest. I do know that the healing mist is consistently on the left side of the track. Okay. That's not good. Okay, one more hit should do it, but given the amount of damage I have, that feels like it's asking an awful lot. Okay, just... It's just the gentle bump. There's like, boop, against the wall is what took me out. To sum it up, okay, so that was Azric's thing. Carolina says, ouch. Azric says he pinned the tweet to his Twitter page so that the thread will be right there. Forrest will definitely donate when I'm able. Carolina says, pretty sure the mini-map was there, not entirely sure that it showed the road though. Oh yeah, the mini-map itself was there, but it did not show the road, because sort of mentally took note of that. It was just like, oh, that's weird, because like all of the pathways elsewhere in the game, but I didn't think too much of it. And Carolina said maybe if you drive slowly over the mist, it'll heal more. Yeah, I had the same thought, like maybe I can go back and forth through it a couple times, because so far 100% of my deaths are due to running out of car health. So that's the thing that I need to focus on maintaining. I haven't run out of time, I haven't run out of like weaponry. You can't, because she's constantly recharging it. Really intended to try to hit the guy that was jumping onto the track, but this is fine too.
Hang tight.
Yeah, I'm looking for the healing mist. Yeah, okay, just stop there for a second. So, I don't know, Carolina, let's go find out. No, it heals you to this amount. That's what it's doing. It's healing up to the amount that you can see down there at the bottom, bottom right. And that's what you get. Which again, in a more heavily armored car, would probably be like, that amount of green would mean more, I think. His mines are so good. It's like that last array went everywhere on the road. Short of knowing in advance that it was coming out and stopping outside their blast radius, I do not know what I could have done to avoid that. There were mines to the far right of the track. There were mines right in front of me on the far left of the track. It's like, how do you avoid that? Do the mines do less damage somehow if you're going faster? That doesn't sound like it makes sense, but I'll take anything at this point.
Stank gum. She rides big,
And
and
the-
What we got?
It feels like they weren't expecting anybody to struggle with this, because otherwise they maybe wouldn't have put 15 seconds worth of dialogue at the start of every retry.
ready to fire.
Oh, you know what I might be able to do? What if I use like the slow motion mode where I'm aiming the Thunderpoon but not actually firing it? Maybe that would give me some more reaction time because it goes into slow motion to help, like right now. I can see where the mines are. I'm going all the way to the left. I'm not firing. I mean, I'm going to now because I can. But that could be a way to maybe like have some extra reaction time. Sort of like Franklin in GTA 5. You hit the slow-mo and then you can maneuver better. You have more time to like look ahead and see where the mines are. That could be helpful.
Obey the mines.
Okay, like there's a mine right there. I see it. I'm trying to get past it. And I failed. Like, can you fire the Thunderpoon at the mines? Maybe that's a tactic that exists that I haven't thought of yet. All right, let's get our healing juice.
Dropping mines. Damn, good.
Now I get the opportunity to hit every mine. That should be an achievement. Hit every mine that's dropped. So I think after this one, I'm gonna go get a more heavily armored car with like a better like defense rating, and then we're gonna try that. I'm concerned it'll be slower, but if it's, you know, we can always come back to this car. It's not like I'm signing a lease and I get stuck onto that other car.
Big hunk of ammo. No mines.
Oh God.
Will be. You just pick the targets, little boy.
Awesome. Thank you. Also, I do feel like this is completely self-evident, but it is Mad Max versus everyone here. Like, there's no other racers. None of these guys are trying to win. They're only trying to make sure that Mad Max loses, which is interesting. Like, who's signing up for that particular job? Hey, this car, driven by Mad Max, is going to be out there just firing explosive harpoons at you. It's an instant death scenario if you get hit. But you will allow us to hold on to this dumbass engine for a little bit more. So your life is being given for a cause. That was just poor decision making. Fuck the mines. Like what am I gonna do about them?
Hang tight.
See, that guy bounces right in my way. That guy got out of his car. Look at him. He got out of his car like, hey man, let's fist fight. Did he not see the little cutscene where I got chained in here? I would love to punch you out, man. I am in the middle of something. We can square up after this is done. Oh, this... Okay. Let's abandon mission. Yes. And I'll go get a different car. Carolina says, are they proximity mines? I honestly don't know. It feels like they do explode immediately if you drive over them, like they're proximity mines, but then other times, like they do also like have their own timer where they're gonna blow up. All right, so let's select a different vehicle. No, what am I doing? I want to go to Archangels. All right, so let's go to the garage and Archangels. And so far you can see over there on the left, it has a pretty good attack rating, but 0 defense. Look, defense is all the way down. Weaponry, top speed, acceleration, and handling are all good. The boost, grinding, repair speed, and border defense. So I want something with a much higher defense rating, I think. So let's start... No, I can't do that one. Is there anything up here that I can get? No. Okay, so we can't go up from here. How about this thing? Look, its acceleration and handling are terrible, but the defense is all the way up. Oh, and also I can't make this one. Ready to be built. The Sanguine Guardian. So it's got more defense, more attack, less acceleration handling, but at least not bad. No grinding ability. And I'm kind of feeling that, but let's see. Well, you know what? Let's actually build it. Yes. Okay. And now, is there anything else that I would want to maybe, set up? Handling on this is a little bit lower. Attack is lower, but grinding is up. We're not facing any borders, so I don't care about that. And you know what? In this race, if I'm grinding against anybody, something's gone wrong. So attack on this one is down, but does it matter? Because the Thunderpoons, I think, as far as I know, kill everything in one hit. Defense is way up. Top speed is lower. Let me try this one. I kind of like this one because the defense is so much higher and the weaponry is up. Yeah, let's do this. All right, Soul Sweeper it is. Now, before I go, should I, like, make my own custom changes to the engine? Is there any benefit to being an Archangel as opposed to something customized? Let's look, because I don't know. Let's go to engine. So that drives handling down, but acceleration up. I'm gonna move up to this. Yeah, let's go up here. Gets a little bit more acceleration. All right, let's hit it. Oh, hello to Jab. Oh, Carolina was saying it's like homing mines. Okay, understood. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. Story mission. Wait, I thought story mission was go do the race. What? Wait, where am I? So wait, the story mission is behind me.
Oh, fresh meat. Will not last long around here.
Oh, I gotta talk to him. Okay. I get it. I cannot skip this. Yeah, Carolina, it does not feel like the mines are like homing in on the car. They're just sort of being scattered around. I like the attack. I like the weapon. I'm hoping that now with a much higher defense, the damage that they do is less catastrophic. They might knock me around, but hopefully they won't kill me as much. Oh, I can skip that. Okay.
Stank gum. He rides big, and that cart
Now,
has
direct your eyes down to the bottom left. Notice that there's no track present.
Ammo. No mas.
That gonna be enough.
Will be. You just pick the targets, real boy.
Or sound at all. I don't know how I feel about this. Gives us a chance to enjoy the soundtrack. Boy, I didn't feel like we had any sort of bug issue with this game at all until this mission. Oh, we just blew right through that explosion. Didn't barely get knocked off course at all. I think the heavier chassis is the way to go on this.
Evade the mines.
Thank you for the advice. Oh, I can go through this little side panel. I didn't know this. Much more contemplative experience with no sound effects whatsoever. We just get to listen to the music. Boy, this game has gotten weird in this episode. So let's see if we get how much health juice we get back. Yeah, so it takes the health bar up to the same level. It's like 2/3. You get 60% of your bar.
Give me a mark. He's dropping mines.
Sure. Carolyn is saying it probably doesn't like the fact that I skipped the intro. Well, I hope it gets over it, because I do not want to listen to that man's pre-race spiel again. I think you're probably right. I think that was probably what set us off on a different course. Oh boy. Yep. Well, if we can get to the repair mist, we'll be okay for another round. I really just, I gotta hope, and I think it's up here, I gotta hope that the, now watch where the bar goes. Every time you drive through, it always, well, I have no explanation for didn't get healed. What the fuck? Okay, so fingers crossed that we get sound effects now. Did I say hello to Jab? I'm concerned that I did not. Yeah, Azric says, looks like there's some bugs with this mission. What a shame. It's always a shame when there's like bugs. Okay, we got sound effects again. When there's bugs this late in the game, because it threatens to override your... Azric is saying that I did. Okay, good. It threatens to override your memory of how bug-free the rest of it was. I hate this guy so much. The last time I encountered a memorable time when I encountered a sound bug like that was the Matrix game Path of Neo, where it felt like it was a game that had a better understanding of what people wanted from a Matrix game, as opposed to the oh gosh, the one with like ghosts and Niobe. Was that the were those the characters of the name? Like, whatever Matrix game that was had like weird like stealth missions, and it was and a terrible driving sequence. Remember that? Yeah, that game was all over the place. Path of Neo was like, hey, you know what people like about the Matrix? shooting guns and flipping out and like kung fu fighting people. But at least the version that I played, I don't remember which console it was on at the time, had a bug, like an audio bug, where every once in a while the sound would just stop, like the game audio would stop working. So you get the music, but none of the actual in-game sound design that was such a big part of the Matrix. And believe me, it's easy to underestimate the amount of impact the sound design of the Matrix has, because stripped of that quality, that like nothing about it works. It was incredibly flaccid, the combat. When it happened, when everything was firing on all cylinders, I actually really liked the game. I'm not sure that I'd recommend it now or even at the time, but I liked it well enough. I just want another clear shot at him if I can get it. That was on purpose, me driving perfectly through those mines. I've been joking the whole time. I could do that at will. I just decided to act really humiliating for a very long time. Oh, God. So I'm going to use my slow-mo trick so we can see all the mines are over there on the left. So if I blow this guy up, I should be able to make it through comparatively unscathed. And instead, I took catastrophic damage, so go figure. Okay, repair missed. Don't fail me now. No, I'm not driving that way. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of its own accomplishment that the Matrix is what it is, and there have been so few games that capitalize on that design and aesthetic. It is a movie. I mean, the movie has a lot of like philosophical things going on, and I'm aware of that. But The Matrix is popular because it's a franchise about shooting guns and kicking people through walls, and they couldn't find a way to turn that into a successful video game, like one that endures and sort of has like stood the test of time. Okay, he's dead again. So now I win. Hooray! I'd feel a lot more satisfaction and celebration if not for all the failures. Hey, blah, blah, blah.
Got no quarrel with you.
Them is the rules. And you're
Sorry, I should probably say something. I'm just, mostly, honestly, what I'm thinking is that with the cage design how it is, They don't have cameras or like closed circuit televisions. What is the crowd watching? The outside of this impenetrable cage? I basically get one hit on her unless I can pull off a counter. And I don't know when I would do that, since, like, I need to dodge her unblockable, which always puts me out of position to do a counter. Or, like, I guess there I could. But given that, like, 9 out of 10 of her attacks are, like, they open with the unblockable, it feels like, honest to God, the way to do this is just dodge and punch. All right, got that one. Now we can lay into her.
The victor and the ruination of Stank Town. Hail the new champion!
You and me, we were meant to be together.
Hey, you're not done here yet, friend. He's coming out of reach here.
Who the hell is he?
Tonight, the great prize of Gastown
Force,
will be
yes.
delivered by someone very special, dear to us all, though we fear him to the core.
It's Scrotus.
Gaze upon him, return to us from the afterlife. Bask in his glory, O Gastown. He who has conquered death like his father before him. Immortal, an Olympian, a godhead!
Okay, you guys, I apologize. Something's come up.
Mortal, but I will not
While he narrates, I will be right back.
slaughtered the demon who put it there. I know he lives still.
All right, sorry about that. Try to make sure that we avoid downtime whenever possible, but the dog got out to go round that up. But we are good now. So let's pause for a second before we go punch Scrotus to death again. Force had to hop out for a bit. Wanted to ask, has anyone watched Squid Game? I apparently need to see this, Force, because everyone is talking about it, and oh, actually, she goes on to say everyone was talking about it. So I finally watched the whole thing the other day. Very well done. Beautifully written, directed, and acted. Yeah, I do not know what it is about Squid Game that has caught the attention of the world. And it's not a question yet, because I want to see it and go into it without spoilers. But yeah, everyone suddenly was completely caught up with this. So I will be interested to see this. Then Force had asked, was the person that I just punched to death the one helping out in the back of the car? Yes, that was Tenderloin. We were put into a cage together. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. In that case, the man was Mad Max. And now we're going to go fight Scrotus with Blade. And blah 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 says, so why do you think Angel had to leave? Wrong answers only. Forrest had guessed neighbor's house is on fire, and Caroluna had guessed something to do with a tentacle man. Which, like, wouldn't it be great if it was just Slender Man? Sorry, everybody, Slender Man, but I'm back now. Oh, Scrotus, you need to up your game, buddy. Like, I might get shut up here in a second, but
That guy!
unimpressed so far. Okay, but punches still hurt even when you're not in an animation. This isn't The Dark Knight Rises. I don't have to, like, punch with no fear in my heart for it to count. Man, this guy spent weeks prepping for this. Like, I know where Mad Max is gonna go. And now, like, again, I might get shut up here in a second. I don't want to talk too much trash, but so far, he's just getting worked. Oh, he got me that time. Oh, and that time! I didn't realize that he had that kind of a build-up to it. Alright, I would like this, please. Oh, when he's charging, tricking him into attacking the fuel barrels. Alright, come on. I mistakenly thought that whacking somebody with a large metal pole was going to, mess him up some, but I guess we had to do it this way.
Still, you've done enough. Oh, I dreamed of this.
Like, I can't punch him into the... Like, he has to hit the barrels himself in order for it to count. Okay. Yep. So, now come here. Come on. All right. Oh! I was just about to say, Scrotus, which of the two of us do you really think got lucky by that falling pipe? Whose benefit do you think that was for? And then somebody whacked me with with a rock. Will it checkpoint at the falling pipe, or do I have to punch him a bunch? Right answers only this time. There we go. Okay. Like, he's even on his knees over there. Okay, I'd better go, because I don't want that to happen twice. Hopefully we do get to settle up. Like, I don't feel like I need to go do a bunch of more missions. There's only one person fleeing from this situation, and it sure as shit is not Mad Max.
We've still gone deeper, and there's no turning back.
Guys, could I talk to your manager? I'd like to complain about the prize winnings here. Oh, I don't have my shotgun. That's right. I think they took it during the race. Okay, I don't really need to eat that food. Oh, that was great. I really do. I always like it when, like, something unexpected like that happens, where, like, oh man, a cutscene just played and now I can't finish punching out Scrotus. But Mad Max's story canonically ends when he's standing there kind of moping for a second over the fact that he doesn't get to finish the fight right now, and somebody comes up and just hits him in the side of the head with a rock. He dies. He stumbles and falls over the edge to his death.
Escape.
No, yeah, sure, that's how that would go. Oh, he got all his lives back. Well done.
See what you have
I guess he
done.
also found some dog food.
Your car. My car. My land. All here is mine. Let me just kill you. Slave for me.
War boys, here! Fighting graves! Help your master!
Thank goodness they showed me the cutscene of them coming in, because otherwise I'd really have some questions over where his cadre arrived from. Wait a second, there were no men here before. I need an explainer line about who called them over. Alright, let me try to grab that weapon and do it without getting bothered. Nope. Okay. Apparently none of the A options are going to work right now. Alright, you go over there. Come on. Oh, he has... Okay, I didn't expect the explosive backswing. I think there's guys behind me again. I'm just kind of in the middle of this. So much A for me to pick up that weapon at my feet, but it's not working.
Like a wild animal. Oh, I dream.
Oh, now that was just me super blowing it. Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm sorry, where were we? Oh, bullshit!
Take him, Lord Scrotus!
You're not gonna die on me, champion. Not yet. You'll get well. And when you do...
I got nothing for you.
Yes, my child. You will help me get her back. As soon as I get you fixed up. Stand
Who there?
You're too strong to break now.
Oh, it's you.
Abdominus, organic mechanic. My champion, he's wounded.
We ain't even as left on my doorstep.
Swin, or you'll end up more of a mess than him.
Let's get him to the chair. Huh?
There's someone you should meet.
Who?
It's someone from before. Didn't mean you, dog eater.
There now, Dinkity, huh? We're all friends here. Huh? Friends of him? Yes, only he doesn't want to know about it, huh? Too afraid of the ghost.
I just don't want any friends.
Bit late for that, buddy.
You have no right to hide in here. You have no right to cut yourself off just because you lost us. You will do it again, husband. And this time you'll do it right.
Do you, crazy-eyed road warrior, take this wasteland concubine to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Sleep well, leech. I am Scab. War boy I was. Now, bloodbag. Was made for greatness. Born to die in battle.
Yeah, but you didn't! You failed him! You failed Scrotus! And now your blood nourishes the weak.
My blood may it burn through your veins and scorch your soul.
Hey, it's my payment! Huh? Yeah, go on, get out! Get out now!
Where is she? The woman?
A concubine. Out there in the underbelly. You owe her a life! Don't know why she cares for a shit sack like you! Keep walking!
Neither do I.
Blood leech outside!
Also, it's not your stream. The lining up of the visuals and the audio there, very far apart. I won the race, but my prize was taken away by Scrotus himself. I need a new plane to get the big chief, and I have no choice. Can somebody walk me through this? Wait, not that T-Poach glitch shadow during the... Well, I missed that. Oh, was there a T-Pose somewhere in there? I don't know if there's refrigerators in the wasteland, so maybe Icebox Lady. I have no choice but to trust the concubine Hope. She has saved your life multiple times, and so far she's only started to insinuate that the one thing that she might want is help finding her daughter. The fuck is your problem? Like, so... It's time to talk about this now, because it was weird when he was like at one of the strongholds and Hope and her daughter were locked up in a cage and there's no real dialogue options. Sorry, but they were being kept in good condition. And that was like, wow, this is fucking weird and gross. And I thought, well, maybe it's like a tie-in. Maybe these characters are like in Fury Road, and it's sort of like the one thing in this game that sort of ties into whatever happens in that movie. So they're limited in what they can do. It's just to get brought in the voice actors or something. And I sort of resigned myself that like, okay, we're just not going to get any movement on there. But then it went forward. And then when we go to meet with, like, I don't know, Deep Fry or whoever it was, like, there was the whole scene where, who was it? It wasn't the woman in the motorized wheelchair. But Max walks in, and here, Hope is being traded away as part of some, like, I don't know, business deal north of the Jaw. So suddenly she's reinserted into the story. She helps him out. Like, he was going to get got by somebody, and as I recall, she sort of interrupts that attack, and Max is like, oh, well, whatever, and just like doesn't pay any mind to that at all. Now, in this cutscene, she's literally dragging him back from the precipice of death, dragging him to a doctor so that he can get checked out. And his summation here upon story mission complete, oh, I guess I have no choice but to trust her now. Oh, God, yeah, I can't believe it. All of my good allies have been taken away, and now I have to trust this completely unknown quantity who, except for all of the times that she saved my life and not been mad about me, having this casual disregard to her distress, now I have no choice but to hang out with her. What the fuck is going on in this game? Angel getting mad at men in video games is one of my favorite things in this world. Right now, Angel's mad at really shitty writing because it has never made sense to me, the fact that the protagonist in this game, what is Mad Max's backstory? He lost like his wife and maybe his daughter, I guess. Okay, boo-hoo. So did everyone else in the world. And no one else is so, well, I guess technically everybody else is so damaged that they're treating women like crap all the time. But like, I don't know, get over it, do something with your life. His big plan is to drive across the big silence. Okay, that's fantastic. But while you're helping out, like, what are some of the other choices that we can make? We can be offered scrap that we turn down because we don't want to murder somebody who poses us no threat, and then we split the scrap and we feel good about that. Okay, Max doesn't seem like a bad guy if that's the kind of decision that he would make. When we're driving around, we can see people wandering that don't have water, and they're going to die without water. Max also needs water, but because he has some, you are afforded the opportunity to stop and share your water. Why would you do that if you were not fundamentally a good-hearted person that cares for the well-being of others? Why does the game afford us those opportunities to make what appear to be moral choices after, frankly, extremely minimal gain one way or the other, but then in the main story cutscene says, oh, a woman who's being used as a sex slave along with her minor daughter? Oh, I don't feel any sort of way about that. I'm just going to keep on going with my mission. Like, the writing in this game is needlessly ugly. I don't understand why if they wanted to set up that Max is a bad guy or is choosing to be bad because he's so fundamentally damaged that he no longer views himself with any sort of goodness. So just like, fuck it. I can't do anything to make the world better, so I'm just going to make the world worse because that's where I am in my life. Then why give us options that allow us to choose not to do that elsewhere in the game? Why is it specifically on the topic of sex slavery he's such a dipshit about it? I don't know how else I'm supposed to feel about this. And then, oh, I have no choice but to trust Concubine Hope after she saved my life. I guess it's my last resort. Fuck off, dude. And that's my rant. I'm not going to keep going on about it. It's just, it's been percolating throughout the whole game, and now it's like as bad as it's ever been. And now we're going to go on where I don't continuously complain about it, but just know that internally.
Make sure the car is safe.
Yeah, the car. Better go make sure that's okay. I'm just choosing a path. You know, I see where the car is, but it's mostly just me finding a road and saying, let's go down this way. And also, I'm sorry, yes, as Force says, thank you for the follow to Draka TH Man.
Car.
The Magnum Opus? Oh, she's good. Good and safe. But that stank come. He done hit the big chief.
Woman. That woman. The doctor said concubine. She'll know. She'll know where it is.
Hope. They call her Hope. Concubine, huh? They think she as fine as the big chief, even. She dwells down here.
Okay, I thought we were going somewhere. Oh, does she? Hope has a new Wasteland mission, everyone. Hello to Haseo. Haseo, I hope you're having a nice Saturday.
You'll never make it here. It's only for real runners.
And also, it's like, not all the women are treated this way. Like, this woman isn't kept as a sex slave. Why is... Okay, we don't have answers to these things. We're just gonna keep going. And by the way, just so that that's not misunderstood, it's not something that I should be. It's that, like, we seem to be in a society where, broadly speaking, women are treated as equals, but Hope is the concubine that everyone trades around like she's property and Mad Max doesn't give a shit about. I didn't feel any... Here's the thing. I didn't feel any sort of way about beating Tenderloin to death. She didn't mean anything to me and was full on to the fight. Like, she was fully into, let's have a big fight. Okay, let's have a big fight. You and your twin blades versus me, and you're dead, and that's it. And that's fine.
You. It is you. Champ. Champ. Your prize is hidden in the underbelly. Stank gums garage.
All right. Was this marker down here before? Because I sort of thought like he was like, oh, I got to go check on the car. And then I got into the car and figured, oh, this must mean I'm driving someplace. But no, there's like a whole different thing over here that maybe I was supposed to find instead of going to the car. Haseo says, wait, rent, double question marks. And then, how are you, Haseo? Angel has no face cam, but hearing him drop the controller and put his hands on his face is peak content. I'm glad that it is as evocative as it feels, because, yeah, it's a whole thing.
Scrotus is tearing up the town for you. We gotta get out of here.
I won. The prize. Where is it?
If you help me. My daughter. You gave me the chance to free her once. She ran, aided by the old man.
I never helped you.
Don't. I see what's behind the crazy in your eyes. I will help you find what you seek. And then you will bring me my child.
The big chief. I need it. Now.
Through here. In Stankum's garage. You'll have to drive it out of there. I'll find you after. And you will do right by me. Now go!
Scrubs, I tell you, somehow with this champion, you can go down here. He's out of town.
Oh, I wasn't expecting a fight here. Oh, that was me pressing the attack button, which was odd. Haseo's waiting on Angel's Tales of Arise gameplay. I'll tell you this, Haseo, as good as that game looks, it would probably happen somewhat after a Scarlet Nexus playthrough. Because believe me, that is still on the list. Also, Haseo, which one is one longer than the other? Scarlet Nexus versus Tales of Rise, is one of them significantly longer, or... Ugh. Alright, I don't like being up against the wall here. I will confess I'm taking most of these hits. Like a lot of these are just me flubbing the button. Although, like, that one wasn't. Forrest says maybe women who have skilled labor and or can fight are not treated that way. I'm good. enjoying my weekend so far. Haseo, are you okay? And he is waiting on Tales of Arise gameplay. I need to finish Scarlet Nexus. Oh, so he hasn't finished it yet. Yeah, I've had to be very careful about how much of that I have observed, because I like being surprised and I don't know. Oh, whoops. Okay. I was wondering why that gas can was there. Am I supposed to carry this out? And nope. Explosion needed. Make sure we get lined up here properly. Give that a little toss. Yeah, one of the main differences is that we have Scarlet Nexus. We do not yet have Tales of Arise, and I'm very comfortable with that because I want to play Scarlet Nexus first. These two games are entirely unrelated, but since Scarlet Nexus came out earlier... Oh, wait, Phil Canteen? I did not see that. Haseo says that he's been playing Tales of Arise recently. It's very good. Yeah, so says everyone. That game has been very, very, very well received, which is nice. It feels to me... Oh, hold on. My sense of it is that it is the best received Tales game since Symphonia, I think it was.
Who are you?
I know that it was either Berseria or Vesperia or whatever. One of the others was like people liked it, but Tales of Symphonia feels to me like the gold standard against which all the Tales games have been measured. People really like that one and speak about it all the time. Oops.
What do you want?
Down and get out.
All right, I was just looking around to see if there's anything else, like a water canister or anything. I do see the thing that I'm supposed to touch. I'm just looking around the environment a little bit first. Mostly because I don't know why all of this stuff is here. Okay. Well, whatever it is, I'm going to go down and hit that button. And then we will see what's up. Now, Haseo, if you are not yet aware, Azric brought to my attention the fact that there's been an update to Tashir's Twitter. I guess it's posted up at the top, and I intend to go express my support. Ah, well, that explains... That explains it. But I haven't seen the message myself yet. I just wanted to make you aware, because I know that you, like many of us, enjoyed hanging out in... Division Force every weekend. So I just wanted to make sure that you knew as well.
That's been a way inside.
Yeah, we're gonna drop down through that yellow thing on the other side of it. Right here. Now, rather than transport this manually, let me just, like, throw it. Because that way I can't drop it someplace awkward, and I can just sort of go over here and not take any fall damage, I hope. Dougler says, Tales... Hello to Dougler, who streams. Tales games are long and deep. Oh, no, sorry. Long, deep breath. Long. Yeah, but I'm okay with long games. Like, we did a full-length playthrough of Divinity Original Sin 2, which was the first game where I was earnestly concerned that we were going to go above 100 episodes for a while, because that game was massive. Okay, so now we'll just toss that over there, and
Let's get this thing to the hunchback.
Oh, what a prize. Also, he calls Chumbucket the Hunchback. Just super, super nice of him. Oh boy. Oh, this does not turn at all. It doesn't turn at all. Oh my goodness. Okay. No, nor does it go off-road. Hold on, you guys, I've made some mistakes. Okay. Boy, this must be what Superman feels like when he's driving a big unwieldy truck. I cannot adequately describe what it's like to like move the stick left and right, and the truck just does whatever it was planning to do. All right, turn. Oh, I'm actually very low on truck health. All right, well, we'll try to make it. Oh, they'll never follow me through this narrow passageway that I can't turn on. I think this might be a replay. Yeah. Hazair says so far he has almost 56 hours in Tales of Arise. Also, Force is saying, do you think Clark Kent gets a truck or just drives a normal car because he doesn't feel like he has to compensate for anything? I'm allowed to say that because I live in Midwestern City. Hold on a second. Let me hop in here. I would be slightly surprised if Clark Kent bothered to keep a vehicle, just because, like, he doesn't take any compensation for his services as Superman, and that means that he'd have to pay for the car, the insurance, and whatever else, just to out of the pay that he gets from the Daily Planet. And I can't imagine that Perry White pays that well. Because after all, it's a print magazine. So it's just to keep up the appearances. I personally kind of feel like he would just be like, oh, I walked here. I left early. Yeah, I know I just talked to you from my apartment 3 minutes ago, but I was actually closer than you thought. Then again, what else does he have to spend money on? He's got to pay rent in Metropolis. You got to figure that that's pretty expensive. He's got to keep some food on hand for when visitors stop by. And like, Superman eats, doesn't he? He's not just solar powered. He's not chlorophyll. He doesn't need health insurance. It might be offered by his employer, and I doubt that they'd let him opt out completely. He probably has some sort of, like, health requirements. Wow, this is so much easier this time.
This is the only place that makes sense.
How do you think he makes it to his medical examination, though, for his health insurance?
Yes, it's true! Oh, bring it forward to the altar of this lowly acolyte. There she is. Continue to remain awake. The big chief!
Don't get too excited. We need to get the hell out of here.
Oh, yes. Is he Scrotus, the immortal? He ransacked the Pueblo. Yeah, but he thinks he's going to dismantle you piece by piece. I will wed the big chief to the angel in a ram, and then we'll see.
Oh, is this our base now? Did we kick out Big Freya? Deep Freya? I have the Big Chief, but I can't leave just yet. Although I made no promises, I need to repay my debt to Hope and find her missing daughter Glory. Well, it's nice that you eventually got around to doing the right thing.
Now it's your turn.
Turn? What turn? I never promised you nothing.
I was wrong about you. You're just like everyone else.
No, he's much worse, actually.
An empty shell. You're nothing.
Hey! Where is the child?
She'll know this. Tell her to trust you. Tell her Mama Hope is waiting. Here. She'll be here. That's where the old one brought her. This desert dweller with his cloak and his staff. But he'll kept her safe. Tell her. Tell her she is Glory. Her name is Glory.
Hope and Glory. Cute.
Oh, come on. This guy is... Okay. Just whatever.
I never asked you your name.
Max. My name is Max.
Okay, but Hope still has a Wasteland mission available. I thought that's what I was picking up.
There is no science.
Okay, does anybody... Ah, there we go.
And I was just getting used to not being caged. Still, it has been on a leash. There is more for you out there. I saw it when running with my child. A hatch in the ground, leading down to wealth. Perhaps something which will help you. Something which will help you find her.
Hope and Glory stumbled upon a place of refuge, a metal hatch of some sort, half buried in the sand. Search the hatch for valuables. It'll unlock the Big Mama lift kit upgrade.
Where's the child?
She's not here. Don't tell her.
Now, before I go, can I do any new upgrades now? Because, yeah, now I've got, like, all these new engine parts. Sure. Oh, it's gonna make me come out after every single one. So, somebody, I think it was Dougler, pointed out that Clark Kent does have a second home in Antarctica. You like, even as fast as he flies, though, it's still something of a commute, though. Because no matter how long it takes him to get to Antarctica, it must take him less time to get to. And, like, you'd have to have people over. Lois and Jimmy, even Perry White. Like, where do his checks get mailed? If they need documentation, like, he's got to have a home address in Metropolis. He can't just have everything go down to Antarctica. So, like... Oh, wait, sorry. I still wanted to do this. I want to see if there's any new Archangels that I can build. Nope. Yeah, I'm still missing. Yeah, I want to do that. Cool. Okay. So I've got that. That one's locked. This one I can build too. Let's get this one. But also, Dougler's saying, I'm pretty sure that he's technically a squatter in the Antarctic. Isn't the Antarctic like an international, like, free zone? Isn't there like a big international agreement that there's to be no formal colonies, but be like research stations and stuff? I could be wrong about that. Wait, not install. I want to build this one. Got it. All right. All right, now I can build this one. And then we're probably going to go out with whatever's furthest on the left. But what I'm partially doing is coming in here to see if there's any, like... It just feels like one of the fastest way to go through and get all the upgrades. All right, and now we've got upgraded parts from start to finish. Okay, so let's go basically all the way over to the left. So we can't build this because I don't yet have the slick rubs, but I can go one over here. So this one has no grinding ability, better handling, better border defense. Oh, look, attack and defense are all the way up on this thing, and it has a very high top speed, though not a very high acceleration. Let's give Jugger of Virtue a shot. Jab says you cannot claim territory in the Antarctic by international agreement. And that, I assume, applies not only to nations, but also companies and private individuals. Russell Dazzle. All right. So I'm going to go here and go here, but there's another mission over at Gastown, it looks like, and I would like to grab that because that way I can do it as we're going around. Dougler's saying he could have the Kent farm listed on his mailing address. People go there from the city all the time.
I wish you luck, but it's no use.
At least in Smallville, it was supposedly true that Smallville was the television series Smallville. Smallville was 3 hours outside Metropolis. That was specified at one point.
What? You? Whole town saw you fall.
I didn't see you land.
Oh. I'd, report you to Scrotus himself, but, that'd get my lid lopped, too.
Also, I'm here to kill you.
What do you say you, help me out some more, hmm?
Not your errand boy.
I'll make it worth your while. So, you know of Crowdazzle. He runs races like I do. He got a sound system that rivals my own. And I want it for myself. Now it's mounted on a bona fide race wagon. I just want the loud thing. You keep the car. Yeah, put him here.
The Outcrier, who the last time that we saw him was gleefully turning Max over to Scrotus with the intent of having Max killed, wants to steal a vehicle from his competitor in the racing scene, Crowdazzle. The vehicle has mounted loudspeakers that are used to promote races. Take the vehicle and bring the Outcrier the loudspeakers. The Crow Collar will be added to the vehicle collection. I am honestly, in this moment, I cannot give you a single reason why I'm not killing that guy, except for the fact that the game doesn't seem to think that Max would do that. So
It's only for real runners.
I'm going to drive away now.
We're going to Crowdazzle's place. The Outcry wants his vehicle. Got loudspeakers on it.
Oh, I know that car. Yeah, but we have to go at night when they keep it at home.
Okay, so Mad Max needs to be wheedled, cajoled, guilt-tripped, and enticed to help out a woman get her underage daughter back from the sex slave trade. But when some guy who previously attempted to have him killed, or at least was perfectly okay with him being killed, says, hey, I want that car over there that has the loudspeakers so that I can promote my race. Mad Max is like, oh, but dude, on board. Say no more. I was with you at car. I need to find a way to get past this because it's irritating the shit out of me. I'm going to fast travel over there. Yes, let's fast travel. Because if this mission can only be done at night, I'm hoping that I can just sort of like bamf over there and we're going to take the vehicle and deliver it to the Outcrier.
Hey, intruder!
Company.
Time to get out of here.
I hope it plays like an ice cream truck song as we go. Oh my god, it actually does. Oh, I should probably set some sort of destination. I'm going here. Yes. Okay. This thing, at least it looks very top-heavy, so I am irrationally concerned about rolling over. Sorry, water seekers, I cannot help you out right now. Wouldn't it be fantastic if this was an episode that got muted by Twitch for a copyright over this sound of, what is this song exactly? It's one of those songs that I've heard a million times, but I'm not sure that I ever knew what it's called. Sir, that's very annoying. There we go. Oh. I'm gonna go over the bridge. Okay. Oh boy. I don't have any nitro boost, so little bit at the mercy of when these guys decide that they're gonna wallop. The William Tell Overture, says Markwack. Markwack, I hope you're having a nice weekend so far. Also, I think that you were there as well. I was so sorry to hear that McMaster's basement had flooded, and he had to move upstairs. I hope the damage down there isn't going to be too severe. I know that the upper floors of the house are, like his mom is there and stuff, so just hope everything is going to be okay. Oh, I should also mention that there is going to be a watch party on Mia's Discord after this. I do not know all of the contents. I'm sure that the details are up in the Discord, but we will be wrapping this up around noon Eastern so that we can go participate in that. Last week it was a series of both American and Japanese films from a particular franchise. At some point, I would like to touch base with, I think it was Patikin was taking the position that the Japanese version of The Ring is better than the American version. My experience speaks otherwise. Markwack does have to head out for some family stuff. Hopefully you have a wonderful weekend. Same to you, Markwack. Yeah, I hope you have a great weekend and that it's a long one for you. Hopefully you have Monday off as well. He's saying it's recoverable, so it makes me think that it's not a total disaster. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I heard him say that he lives on a hill and still it was flooded, like up on a hill. Okay, now, let me get out of here. Angel, did you see that image I tagged you and Mia in Watch Party chat? I don't think so. I am not often in Discord unless there is, like, an event, or sometimes Mia and I will watch something, but I will check it out when we go in there later. All right. Yeah, this one's closer, so let's head there. Unless there's like a... Oh, hold on. Can I fast travel here? No. Can I fast travel... This one's actually closer to the blue dot, so I'm going to fast travel to the balloon, and then we'll go to the blue dot. I just dropped it last night, meant to do it way earlier, but the week was long. Oh, I know where you are. I know what you're talking about with the long week. It was, I'm very, very glad to be in this weekend, and that it is a long weekend. Alright, so, now, pretty much for the first time, we get to actually drive this car with its brand new V8 engine. Let's see how this feels. Oh, boy! Now, I've preferred driving like the Archangels because I've been assuming that they come with some sort of a specific bonus. Like, you can customize them, but then you're going to lose that particular set bonus, and I could be wrong. It is entirely possible that the Archangels are just for people who don't want to have to go into the menu and tinker. So they just go in and go like, click, 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 and then they've got sort of a car that was balanced and created by the developers, and that it's actually more efficient to go in and just ramp everything up so that the car feels right to you. But I don't know, maybe I am a little bit on the side of, just for convenience sake, I'll go in and do the, you know, just call up an Archangel and drive that. Dougler's asking if I am Canadian. Nope. Northeastern United States. Yeah, Dougler, Azaric, I mean, everybody in chat, but I hope that some of you will stop by for the watch party. It is part of Me October, which is the month-long horror celebration that Me is doing. It happens every year. This is one of the more elaborate ones for, you know, that's been done so far. And I'm looking forward to it because, in my view, even a bad horror movie can be fun. In fact, a lot of bad horror movies are fun. Which is in stark contrast to, like, a bad drama where you can just be bored, or a bad comedy, which can be completely insufferable. Oh, Douglas saying this weekend is Canadian Thanksgiving. I did not know that. And Douglas, if you are Canadian, which I think you might be, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, my luck, how will we ever find such a small thing in this sea of sand? Wait!
Sands must have shifted recently to uncover this.
Search the area. Okay. So it's an underground... To me... No, this is a subway. Okay.
Train.
Or train.
Easy now.
And Dougler is Canadian.
Someone took shelter here. Must be something here of use. A shelter. Just what she was looking for. A hunchback can probably fix it up.
All right, another tip that paid off. This place could really become a safe haven for someone in need, but I need to move on. New suspension upgrade unlocked. I wonder if this was the part that I was missing for that other Archangel. Because there was like one part that was still locked. And that's why I came to do this. I mean, was on the way, as was the one. Well, I guess the one to get the noise car wasn't on the way. I just kind of felt like doing it. Also, wait, can we just look at this? There's a storm raging outside. Look how awesome that looks with like the smoke, the dust billowing in, the sand coming in. It's pretty cool. Oh, awesome. Hold on. One of the boxes broke right here and deposited a whole bunch of scrap. That's great. Okay, so yeah, let's go head up here. In it for glory. Dougler needs to go off and do his own thing. I'll probably join the watch party, but a bit late. Well, Dougler, looking forward to seeing you there. And if you're off to stream, I hope you have a great stream. Okay, so one thing this vehicle does not do very well is the off-roading. You can see that we're not moving too fast. We'll get there eventually. And actually, during the first part of the watch party, I might wind up stepping away from the keyboard for a while and having it on in the background. This was such a week, and there was so much going on. They didn't get a chance to do as many of the workouts that I would normally do. So I'm gonna try to get back on that as well. It's not like I missed a bunch, but usually I do more than what the program.
Drive across the plains of silence.
Sorry, they're having a big conversation here.
Where will I, faithful Chumbucket, go? Where do I fit? Saint? Answer me!
So what we're learning from that dialogue is that on top of everything else, Max was intending to just ditch Chumbucket at the end of all of this.
Coming out here?
No one forced you.
I would never leave the magnum opus.
The sooner we find this old man and the girl, the sooner we leave. You keep your eyes peeled.
Revelations like that, like, oh, Chumbucket, you meant nothing to me at any point. I feel no loyalty or purpose to you. That does feel like we are
Saint?
getting near the end of things.
The old man. As she said, the child's keeper.
Was its keeper? Huh? This is honorable work, yes, but to do good, it's best to be alive. No, every second here we risk everything.
We're close to the Underdune. She's down there.
That's what I'm saying. This is buzzard land. Finally, you see, we gotta burn. Light it up.
There we go. Just looking for some direction on where we're headed. Yeah, my friend HW, like, very, very rarely will engage with horror movies, and I don't know why. It's like a whole genre that he just doesn't find any value in at all. And it's not to say that there's never anything. He did like the Blair Witch Project. He did like the American version of The Ring. I'd honestly have to think of... It would take me a while to think of any other horror movies that he has enjoyed.
We came here before and almost found our graves to
fate like this sight, to abandon gospel for luck. It is to beg for slaughter. Praise be! The gate is locked up, and there's no way for us inside.
We run through it.
Oh, no. Buried again in this catacomb. Nothing to do but roam around until, by chance, they spew us
We're here
out.
for the child.
But why? Why? The buzzards use children to dig around for loot. They're called tiglings.
Where they keep them?
Oh, deep in the gloom of their horrible tunnels, I'd wager.
Well, hopefully this is where I'm meant to go. And
wait here.
There's a canteen filler here.
Understood.
Ladder. This is falling apart.
I wonder if, I mean, like, these service tunnels or whatever are probably just entirely made up, but I wonder if the airport itself is generally patterned or designed after a specific one.
I'm fine. Stay with the car. Jump back in. He's gone.
Yeah, well,
Go deeper if I want to find these diglings.
maybe he would have shown you a little bit more loyalty if you didn't just tell him that you were planning to leave him behind, and without a second thought. Like, it's not even worth concealing from him because you're so disinterested in Chumbucket's well-being. Carolina says it's a good thing Max doesn't make any sound as he breaks in. So I guess I should go look down just in case there's some scrap there. Yeah. I'm not married to cleaning out this area, but it's like, if I see the opportunity, might as well do that. You always check underneath the stairs. During Mia's 2-year anniversary stream yesterday, she gave away copies of Outlast, and I think maybe Outlast 2, and then the whole Outlast Trinity. I could be wrong on all the things that were given away, but there was a fun giveaway that people were able to draw for and, you know, enter into a raffle. Okay.
It's safe now, kid.
Hey. You know, if there's another one. Down here. With that name, Glory?
No. Tickle. Down there.
Must keep looking for the child. So... it's one of 3.
Well, I didn't hear what he said. What is one of 3? I mean, I see 3 different dots. Okay, well, I guess I'll just pick one. Kinda like this axe. I don't think it's materially different from any of the other melee weapons that we've used, but I don't know, I just like the design. It feels very strong.
Better keep looking. Gotta be one of these.
There's something about this particular environment, this underground environment, that reminds me of the first Darksiders. That game had a lot of, sort of like dilapidated modern-day ruins that were very, very old. So, everything was rusted out, lots of smashed out buildings, or... Go down here. You know, subway tunnels and other things that would be very dark. It didn't look a lot like this, but just sort of that idea of exploring a series of ruins that are sort of recognizable to me with modern eyes. But are presented in like, oh man, this stuff is really old. Uh-oh. No kid at the end of this one.
Have to find that child. What was that?
You know what? I think that for most of the game I was calling them Hope and Faith. I didn't remember the name Glory. I think I was calling her Faith for a lot of it.
Whole place caved in.
Oh, I wonder if she's in here.
Leave me alone, Buzzer!
Oh, holy shit, she is.
Your mama's name is Hope. She's got red hair. She calls you Glory.
Mom alive?
She is. She's waiting for you. Come on. Through here.
It's gonna be a long walk since Chumbucket took off with the car. I'm betting that he's gonna come back though. And then he's gonna say like he drew them off.
You know how to get out of here?
No way out.
There must be.
Hey, Caroluna, did you ever play that game, or Dougler or anybody, did you ever play that game, Amy? That was a third-person, sort of survival, stealth, horror-like game about a woman who was trying to take care of, like, a little kid who was, like, psychic or something.
Stay here.
I'll stay.
Oh, I didn't realize he was charging until it was too late. Okay. I need to make this fight a little bit more predictable on who is punching who. I'll be interested to know when he finishes which Paseo feels is the better game overall or the best for RPG newcomers between Scarlet Nexus or Tales of Arise. Because the Tales games, they don't link together very much. My sense is that there might be a few running themes, or of course, if you're playing like Tales of Vesperia 2, then that's obviously a sequel to the game that came before. But even within that, like, no one game is, or the franchise isn't linked together in a way that requires a high degree of familiarity. Even within that, I've heard that Tales of Arise is a friendly place for newcomers. Oh, I was doing a wall finisher. Okay, kind of feel like my shotgun beats your shoulder charge.
Are they gone? Please, let us go.
Kira Luna's saying that he doesn't even think that he's heard of Amy.
Come on. That's our ride.
Yeah, what reminded me of it is that sort of like, I want to say that right at the beginning, it's similar to this of like, you know, you can hold the little girl's hand, otherwise you are navigating sort of a apocalyptic or post-apocalyptic like train station or something like that. Yeah, bus station or something. But mostly there's a heavy emphasis on trying to avoid the enemies, and I'm not even sure if there is a combat mechanic. It's been a very long time since I saw it. It was one of those things where it caught a lot of people's attention.
You and me?
Yes.
Back to Mama?
Yes.
It caught a lot of people's attention ahead of release. Like, there was a lot of like anticipation for it because it looked like it was kind of Resident Evil-y, but on like a AA or maybe even a single A budget. And then when it came out, it was very, very rough around the edges.
Hey, your papa.
He was an old man. And he was friend to me. No, Daddy.
Why's your mama stay behind?
Only me and the thin man could get out of the cage.
Using the fan, Hope. Smart. But why the underdew?
Mama had to scratch him out. A safe place with food. And when we came, Buzzer was already there. Old man was killed.
You did good. You survived.
They want to take me!
Set time.
Oh, we finally got a mine launcher. Hopefully I can use this to such effect as the last guy that had one. It feels pretty effective so far. I mean, there's still a couple guys back there, but they're having a lot of trouble closing distance. Oh, okay.
That's Gastown. That's where Mama's at.
Gastown's safe?
No,
Why?
that's just the way it is.
Killer is saying that Amy was apparently only released on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. I guarantee you I haven't tried it. Yeah, I've never played it either. But I do remember this, like, surprising amount of anticipation for a game that was, like, borderline indie? I'm not sure. Oops. And then when it came out and had, like, a real lack of polish to it, there was just a lot of conversation about it back in the day. I feel like that was sort of the era for it. Like, remember Hydrophobia? Do you guys remember that game?
No.
Why? You can be free. You can be father.
No. I travel alone.
Now, see, Mad Max saying to, like, this little girl, no, it doesn't work that way, like, that's fine. Like, he's being clear with her. He's not being cruel. He's just...
Here we are.
Not...
We made it.
He's being direct and straight on his intentions. And that's okay. It's the way that he treats Hope really rankles me.
Mama! I found you.
Gloria has been returned to her mother, and my contract is done. Now there's nothing holding me back from leaving this wretched place. Oh, there is, most assuredly is. Because there's no way this ends without, without coming to terms with Scrotus. And unfortunately, you guys, I'm out of time, because the watch party starts in just like 5 minutes. Oh, that makes me slightly concerned that our next episode is going to be very, very short. But that's what we signed up for, because I want to make sure that I get a chance to see the watch party. So, if this is the penultimate episode, do we have a game clock on this? Time played 2 days, 8 hours, and 47 minutes? Or 8 minutes? That seems unlikely, though. I don't think we're over 48 hours into this. This episode, more than any other, I think you might have heard some saltiness to it. And I don't want that to be mistaken as any sort of critique about the game overall. This is episode 22. Episodes 1 through 21 have legitimately been a very good time, and where it comes to being an open world game, I've enjoyed my time with Mad Max quite a bit. It has been a great game to jump into, to chat with you guys. We've talked about movies and television shows and watch parties and current events and COVID-19 and other games that we've been playing, books that we've read. I mean, there's been any number of different conversations, and open world games are particularly well suited for that because so much of them are traveling from one point to another, exploring a location, finding loot, upgrading your gear and stuff, and I've enjoyed all of that. Yeah, Carolina saying Amy was slaughtered in reviews. Yes, it was not revealed well. It was janky, buggy, bad character models, poor voice acting, a very threadbare story. It did not hold up well when it was released. 1.5 to 4 out of 10, says Carolina, apparently. This episode and this episode alone showed off what I would view to be the least good parts of Mad Max, which was a race sequence that, like, I would have passed the race sequence much more quickly if I had recognized earlier, okay, go get another car. I was thinking about it, but out of that sort of sense of pride, if you ever played a game where like, yeah, but I want to do it with my car. I want to do it this way. I don't want to have to go. I want to prove that I can do it. If I had gone and gotten another car earlier, it probably would have been less of a deal. But then we had the bug where I successfully beat it, but the game just didn't recognize it, and my car became immortal, and then we had to quit out of the game. Then there was the run that we did that had no in-game sound. The music was there, but the actual game audio was just not present for whatever reason. Those style bugs have not happened at any other point in the game. Maybe it's particular to that specific mission, or maybe I was just unlucky in the role and most people never see that. Who knows? But that the technical issues I'm broadly ready to look right past, because we had like way worse, way more irritating technical issues with Black Sad. And in the balance, it's not that it was like a grueling thing to get back and do it a second time. Is it a little annoying? Yeah, but it's not a big deal. It's fine. Where you heard me get very pointed with the game is the disconnect that I perceive between the writing at different points. It feels like the people that built the quests weren't the people that read the story or wrote the story. The people who directed the story and put it all together weren't putting together how some of MX's other actions don't dovetail well with what appears to be a major story point of like, I'm so damaged, I'm so grim, I don't see any value in humanity, and I'm not going to have any sort of emotional connections with anyone ever. But he's willing to put an equal amount of effort, just based on how the side quests are designed, an equal amount of effort for less pushback into getting some garbage car for some guy that just minutes ago, from my perspective, betrayed him, than he is to help out the woman that has helped him out repeatedly go find her daughter so she's not sold into a life of sex slavery. Like, what is wrong with you, dude? And sometimes that happens where there's just an odd disconnect between the story that the main plot writers were originally putting together versus some of the side quest content versus some other elements just sort of come in, and so I'm not mad at the game, but I was very mad at that moment. Like, I don't critique Mad Max as a game worse because the story is such a secondary element to the whole experience, but boy, when it throws it in your face, it's like it's difficult to get past right in the moment. And that whole hope thing had been in the background for a long time as this totally unaddressed plot element that it's like, are you ever going to get around to it? Like when something like that just passes without comment of any kind, it starts to feel like, is it possible that the writers and the developers were okay with this? And they think this is just perfectly cool, just this weird exploitation that's happening in the background, everybody's fine with it. It's sort of like, at what point does the misogyny and the violence against women in Game of Thrones cross over from being period setting and world building and character motivating into a celebration of those things? And I don't have the answer on that of Game of Thrones, and I don't think that this game crosses the line, mostly because I just feel like it's more tenured, it's more tone deaf than it is supportive. But I just want to share that perspective on the way out because I wanted to have a moment to speak to why I reacted so strongly to that. And does it affect the experience of playing the game? Yeah, for sure. I don't think it ruins it, but I definitely think it's worthy of conversation being called out. So let's go ahead and do a raid over to I'll tell you what, Sam Melander is playing Farming Simulator 19. Under very many circumstances, I would toss over to him. But Dougler was here earlier. Dougler is growing his channel and finding his community, and I love finding opportunities to support that. Blah, blah, blah says, what will be your next games? I am always hesitant to announce that in advance because you never know when there's going to be some sort of a technical issue. But I will say that the most likely next game that we have in mind, I'll give you a couple hints. One, it's going to be much shorter than either 13 Sentinels or this. So it'll probably be done in fewer than 10 episodes, I would think. Maybe more like 5 or 6. It'll be interesting to see. Secondly, since we are recording this on October 9th, it's going to be sort of like a spooky, not really Halloween themed, but more horror themed. So I'll leave you with that. And also, I'll tell you, it's not going to be an open world game. I don't believe it's much of a puzzle game, although we will find that out together. And it is the sequel to a game that I've never played, and I've only watched played. So that's a little bit to sort of whet your appetite. And if it winds up being, I don't know, Tetris or something, then you'll know that something fell through. But we will see you again, hopefully as early as tomorrow for some more, hopefully the conclusion of Mad Max. And we'll see you then. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much. And I hope you have a great afternoon.